Hello and welcome to today's video. I'm extremely excited because after my wife and I have lived in La Paz, Mexico for 1 month, we are going to share our number one thing to do near La Paz, which is Espiritu Santo Island. And specifically in this video, I'm going to share first, what exactly is Espiritu Santo Island? What is there to do, or what does this island have to offer? And then second, I will go into my wife and I's specific itinerary of what we did on this island with all of the logistics, the pricing, and all of that in case you want that exact adventure, because it was honestly one of the best days of our life, and I'm super excited to share all of this with you. And if you like the video, be sure to let us know by giving the video a thumbs up, comment with any questions. If you like it, be sure to subscribe for more videos like this here in Mexico as well as all over the world. And lastly, if you know a friend or considering on visiting Mexico, or specifically Baja California Sur, then be sure to share this video with them. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. Espiritu Santo Island, which is literally translated to Holy Spirit Island, its name actually came from Jesuit explorers that sort of found the island, gave it that name, and it's located in the Sea of Cortez in between Baja California Sur Peninsula and the mainland of Mexico, not far from the city of La Paz. And this island has been a Mexico National Park since 2007 and offers a wide variety of activities including camping, hiking, diving, snorkeling, kayaking, paddleboarding, fishing. And because Espiritu Santo is a national park, there's been very little development in order to preserve the pristine nature and diverse wildlife ranging from sea lions, crabs, dolphins, sharks, whales, all kinds of sea turtles, exotic fish, and so much more. And you can experience all of these different activities, nature, and wildlife through a variety of agencies that are located in downtown La Paz that you can either call up or go in and see all of the different packages that they have to offer. Most agencies will have multiple different packages, but some will specialize in certain activities. For example, there are certain agencies in La Paz specifically for camping and maybe hiking, others specifically for scuba diving, others for more kayaking, paddleboarding, or just general tours of the island. And even with my wife, Allie, being a fluent Spanish speaker, we found it very difficult to find a lot of good information online. So after a lot of back and forth calling, WhatsApp messaging, we finally kind of solidified with this agency, and we'll link in the description section and comment section below, and we'll put their name up here on the screen just in case you're interested. And no, we're not affiliated or partnered with them, it's just who we ended up choosing and had a really wonderful time. And this sort of adventure, this excursion with this specific agency cost us 1,500 Mexican pesos, which comes to about $75 US per person plus tip, which at first we were even wondering, oh, is this really even worth it? Should we do it? But in the end, 100% we are really considering right now doing it again on this Sunday. And now I'll go into a little more detail on our excursion. First, we met at our tour agency in downtown La Paz. From there, we were picked up with a few others in a van and driven about 20 to 30 minutes to the port. Once we arrived at the port, we then received our life vests and some instruction on what to do and what not to do on the island. We boarded the boat, and the duration from the port to our first stop was about 50 minutes. And within that 50-minute time period, our guide on the boat told us a ton of different kind of detail about the island's geography, some of the history of the natives, the wildlife, the climate, and so many other cool details. And make sure when you're booking with an agency that you do make sure that the guide is bilingual if Spanish isn't your first language or your second or third language, like it wasn't for me. So I was very blessed with this agency to have a bilingual tour guide who's amazing. And also along the way, you'll obviously get some very beautiful views of the island and some other aspects as well. And if you're lucky, you might even see some whales and dolphins. So after riding for about 50 minutes, you arrive at your first destination, which is basically this colony of sea lions all along these rocks, diving in and out of the water. And you actually have the opportunity to get some snorkeling gear, you know, your flippers, your mask and breathing apparatus, and then actually dive in and swim around and see all of these beautiful coral formations and fish, starfish, different kind of crabs. That alone made it for us and was wonderful, really cool bonding experience. And something else that to keep in mind is on your boat trip, as well as especially when you get in the water, it will be cold. Even in the summer, maybe not the boat so much, but definitely once you dive in, because it's the Pacific Ocean, it's gonna be a little bit frigid. Now, you're surrounded by so much beauty and kind of exotic wildlife and scenes that you may kind of get distracted like we were, but it is cold. So consider investing in renting a wetsuit to maybe keep you warm, or maybe getting, you know, an extra kind of shirt or thicker kind of shorts, or, you know, whatever it might be, just to stay a little bit warmer. That's something we wish we would have done, but either way, still amazing. And after snorkeling, we all got back on the boat and relaxed a little bit while we saw two really cool distinctive features of the island. The first was this natural stone that looked like a mask, or almost like a human face, where actually the natives sacrificed children in the mouth, or what looked like the mouth of this stone figure, which was just kind of eerie and crazy looking, but really interesting to kind of learn about that side of the history of the island. And then the second, maybe a little bit less sinister, was this beautiful archway that our boat actually went through the arch, and that was just a magical, beautiful little scene. Great for Instagram photos or some, you know, Instagram stories for sure. And this was all on the way to our final stop, which is this beautiful, pristine, crystal clear water beach cove. And the way that it was timed, we actually ended up going to the beach when everyone else, or all the other groups, were leaving. So us and our small group basically had the full beach to ourselves. And with our kind of tour, or our excursion, what was included was actually having lunch on the beach. So our tour guide brought some homemade ceviche, which was amazing. It's this kind of iconic Mexican food, one of my favorite Mexican foods actually. Some tostadas, some hot sauce, a couple other members brought beer. So we all kind of sat on the beach, enjoyed each other's company, and enjoyed this beautiful, almost otherworldly looking beach. And there you can do a little bit more snorkeling, very shallow water, a little bit warmer water as well, compared to snorkeling kind of with the sea lions. And there's a lot of fish, some coral reefs, but you also need to be careful because there are stingrays there as well, a little bit further up in the more kind of deeper waters. So there's something to kind of watch out for. You can also go hiking up to different points along the beach as well and see a little bit more of the island. And then from there, by that point, you're actually pretty tired. Even though it doesn't seem like a super full day, definitely a lot happens, and it definitely happened for us. And from there, we went back, again, about 50 minutes to the port. And what's actually really cool is on your way back, the sun in the sky is in a different position, which actually totally adds a completely different element to the island. It looks very different, at least for us, than when we came. And once we got back to the port, from there we took a van, which took us back to the agency. And actually for us specifically, our tour guide was also the one who drove us by van, and he was kind enough to drop us off specifically at our Airbnb, so we didn't have to get an Uber, which is really amazing of him. And of course we tipped him extra. So it was just an amazing, wonderful day. As obviously I don't think I can stress enough, one of the greatest days that we've honestly had in our lives. So we can't recommend it enough. And for all of these reasons, this is why the Espiritu Santo Island is our #1 thing to do outside of La Paz, Mexico. And of course, if you have any questions about our specific adventure or anything else, please let us know in the comment section below. And we hope you liked this video, found it valuable. If you did find it valuable, let us know by giving the video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more hidden gems in Mexico as well as all over the world. And if you know of anyone who's interested in coming to Mexico, or maybe they have the wrong idea of Mexico, it's an amazing country filled with beautiful places. And be sure to share this video with them and be a good friend. And as always, thanks so much for watching. We look forward to seeing you in the next adventure.